Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Vasily the Make Sugar.
This bout is scheduled.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
What a night.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. A perfect counter shot. What a punch. He misses with that jab. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
We have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The courage on display here is incredible. Perfect punch. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fights, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab misses. Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that. What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he is forcing him to take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
7, 8.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you. Nice job to block that uppercut. Swing and a miss with the hook. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
one lands. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. And there's a nice body blow. Caution is being thrown to the wind. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match look? On to the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Oh, that punch. Beautiful counter shot. That counter shot lands. Good punch. Good counter punching. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
A perfect counter lands. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That uppercut doesn't land. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He left his chin exposed, and he got caught. Back and forth they go. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The right hook misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. Here we go to the fourth round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice counter. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Nice job getting that punch through. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. They exchange punches. How about that time counter shot? Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Both men step back for just a moment. They block the uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept boxing.
Time for the 5th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Done with that counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't land the jab there. So much firepower here. Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Jab slightly off target. That counter punch caught him clean. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. How did they not go down?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot... There's the bell for round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Sugar Ray Robinson goes to the canvas. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Nice counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. The perfect counter lands. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That jab misses. I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Two fighters are made for one another. That counter punch caught him clean. Nope, that jab not going to score. Lomachenko is buzzed. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fighter.
Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together.
Here comes round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
counter shot. You've got someone with that hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Lomachenko in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Beautiful counter shot. Hey, those punches add up. And counter punching. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so...
Whoa, Johnny! Uh-oh, Lomachenko. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What you do, you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Lomachenko in trouble. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs a...
Round 8, and we're off again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Lomachenko in trouble. Down goes Lomachenko. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I've got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you continue.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round ones. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.
Just wanna run away from this place, away from mistakes broken. Promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away, live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. Start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Need to escape, need to escape. It's too much weight on me. Could I just be free? I want to fly away, live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh, I start again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be a chance. What are you waiting for? Can't keep doing the same.
I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the one and only Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red...
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Swing and a miss with the jab. That counter shot lands. You don't want to trade shots. We've been fighting all day long, and we've reached our main event, and they'll do it underneath the moonlight, ladies and gentlemen. We're outdoors for this highly anticipated main event.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How are they prepared for this? These fighters, this is going to be so hard, but so different.
trigger shot. Which fighter will say no mas? Good punch. The perfect counter lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. That hook won't score. And Sugar is in trouble. That was the moment.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That it never happened.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good one. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different.
And there's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. And he scores with the counter. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That punch scores. Caution being thrown to the wind. Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just missed with that hook. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Looking to land the hook. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Well done with that. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter punching. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you pull it right there. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the...
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.